Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 304 of your favourite Formula 1 show. Yes, knowing we're returns, and well, we're back at home this weekend. The British Grand Prix is back. I'm joined as always by my favourite person who likes to spend as little time as he possibly can here. It's Jamie183. How are we doing, sir?
I'm doing well. A bit late this week, unfortunately. I spent the whole of the Austrian Grand Prix weekend trekking a tent around Norway, and that's legitimate as well. Yeah, unfortunately, didn't take my recording software with me. Didn't really take anything I didn't need with me. So,
unfortunately, what does one take on a trip to Norway at this time?
What did I take? I took a tent, a sleeping mat, a sleeping bag, a bunch of clothes, and some trail runner shoes. And that was basically it.
Nice.
And some food. I took a little bit of food.
Good man.
But not a lot. So, but we survived. No need for a head torch because the sun didn't set, so that was ideal. Yeah, great time. Listened actually on Sunday during the race. I was in a coffee shop because we basically finished for that day of walking. So
how little walking were you doing? The Grand Prix was on at like 1 in the afternoon, wasn't it?
Was it? No, I mean, it was qualifying. I listened to it in the cafe.
Okay.
I can't remember. I listened on Sunday, but I can't remember where now at this point. It all merged into one. So
because there were no nights, it was just all daytime.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Jamie, the good news is, of course, after last week's episode where we planned for the, if one
for
of
my
us
death,
does die.
exactly.
No, it wasn't just your death; it was either of our deaths. Although I guess for you, it's
I
more
don't know how
likely...
you'd have died in Cheltenham this week.
I don't go to Cheltenham, but still. I guess obviously for you, it's you're out somewhere abroad and something crazy happens to you. I might fall down the stairs whilst Slash 212 isn't here.
She might push you down the stairs.
I don't think she'll push me. I hope she won't push me down the stairs. I've got to keep an eye out. I'm going to be looking behind me as I go down the stairs from now on, and then I'll fall down the stairs. This is going to be...
There you go. I did fall down a mountain at one point. So that was the closest I came to getting Jamie184 on the podcast. So
How far did you fall, if you don't mind my asking?
Not far. I was basically with bouldering. I had 2 feet on a boulder. And then was trying to launch myself over the next big boulder, and as I did that, the boulder I was stood on just gave way, and I scraped my leg.
You're able to move boulders with your legs?
Well, it was little. It was like you could probably pick it up and hold it.
You didn't go bouldering, you went pebbling, did you?
Yeah, exactly. But it was more of a scramble up the side of a mountain.
Nice.
So yeah, got a pretty gnarly photo of some blood rolling down my leg, which was pretty sweet for the Instagram. So
he's hard as nails, this lad.
Exactly.
If you ever see Jamie183 in the public chat, and obviously you're a big fan of the show, you've got to really judge his mood based on whether you want to try and get a picture and an autograph with him. Otherwise, if you get him on the wrong day, he'll just knock you out instantly.
It was actually like the smallest cut
Jamie183, I
ever.
love the show. Bang!
It was actually like the smallest little cut on my knee ever, but it gave a lot of blood out, so it looked sick on the photo.
Fair enough.
We'll
get that
That's
one
what it's
on
all
the
about.
No Wheel socials.
Exactly. But we are here to talk about Formula 1. It is Thursday as we record this. Silverstone, if you're actually visiting, probably has already started.
Yes,
I
know
was there
quite
on
a few
Wednesday
people
night.
that were going yesterday.
So we're not going to talk loads about Austria because I was away. There you go. As usual, the excuses for why we're not... there wasn't a podcast last week.
Of all the times we haven't done a podcast for some reason, 9 times out of 10 it's that you're away somewhere. It's quite honestly both impressive and worrying. And I know
Maybe.
This has been like a running theme throughout probably about the last 3 years of the show, but it is quite... Your passport must be incredible.
Annoyingly, I've stopped stamping it. I already wanted a Norway stamp, and they didn't stamp it. So
Well, I guess Norway's not technically
it's not
EU,
EU,
is it? Yeah. So there you go, unfortunately.
But yeah, I do like getting stamps. But I only really go to Europe. I've only ever left Europe one time. Three times to go to the States.
Yeah.
So,
and actually no, I haven't. Have I left Europe more times than on the podcast?
have you?
I know you.
You recorded from Australia a few times, haven't you?
I've recorded from Australia a few times.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a couple of days ago. I still find that absolutely wild that I went away for a month whilst trying to work for myself. Which was fun. Anyway, Jamie, we need to do some housekeeping from Austria though before we get into Silverstone. Like we said, it was we talk about this so often, don't we? It was a quintessential modern era F1 race where there was enough stuff going on to keep it entertaining, but you still kind of got to the end of it and went, I can't really remember a lot that happened immediately. which is rather impressive. So, driver of the day, race rating, predictions recap, Jamie. Let's get some scores on the doors.
Let's knock it out. I will say George Russell, because he did get pole and win, and kind of, as much as the gap was coming down at the end, I think he had everyone at an arm's length, to be honest. I think
he had it under control, didn't he? First win since Australia. He's a bit like, I think it was Hulkenberg in 23, where Hulkenberg could only score points at Osts. So Australia, Austria, and Austin. Obviously, don't score points. So we know George is going to win COTA later on this year. We've already got that one locked in.
And it's good for the championship, I think, as well, to get Russell back on his good momentum, because I think Antonelli had a threat of just walking away with it, and he still could. He's still well over a race win clear. But the fact that Russell looked the stronger driver all weekend hasn't happened in quite a while for Mercedes.
Well, over the last couple of weekends, George has taken 28 points out of him. Yeah,
but that's mostly down to the DNF, isn't it, in Spain? So
still 28 points gone.
It is. Anthony took 25 out in Monaco. So
there is also that. So there you go. Over the last 3 Grand Prix, it's come down by 3 points. Come to the end of the year, George will still be like 40 away. It just takes 1 point out of him a weekend somehow. They just keep finishing 9th and 10th.
Exactly. So Russell would be mine.
Russell's yours. I think Max deserves a shout in there as well. Red Bull looked to have a bit of resurgence of form. Whether that was just Red Bull Ring special, Max Verstappen special, high altitude special, only time will tell. But obviously a very, very good weekend for him. Well, after the crash in qualifying, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
The fact that Red Bull, like, oh no, the rear wing didn't close. You go, well, it clearly did. It does make me chuckle every time Max makes a mistake. Some inexplicable car thing allegedly happened. It was quite hilarious. You can
kind of see by Max's demeanour that it was a mistake, because he was very
told he was losing time at the penultimate corner, so he just absolutely sent it.
Yeah.
But the bizarre thing was, though, that's the he basically had a carbon copy of Ricciardo's crash there, and obviously they're both the number 3.
When was Ricciardo's crash there?
When he was at Renault.
I don't remember that at all. In qualifying?
Yeah. So obviously Binder, and I mean, this was genuinely like in pretty much the exact same way. Like watching the 2 crashes side by side is kind of weird, just how similar they are. A race rating, Jamie?
Who is your driver of the day?
Driver of the day, I'll go with George Russell as well. He needed that win.
Okay, nice. He did do well, didn't he? Race rating, it's pretty mid, wasn't it?
6 out of 7. It wasn't a boring race. I was entertained throughout.
I'd say 7, because there was that little bit of intrigue. It's just in the end, the intrigue didn't lead to anything, because the top 3 crossed the line all very close together. It's just one of those where you need a few more laps at the end, but even then I think George Russell probably had it covered. Exactly.
People always go off, if you had 3 more laps, you're there going, but then people's strategies would have been slightly different anyway, most likely. So it would have...
Yeah. Charles Leclerc dropped an absolute stinker, by the way.
Yep, he did again.
Impressive.
We could do a whole episode on the Charles Leclerc, is it over?
His head is gone, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, he needs that summer break, doesn't he? So he needs a win at Monza is what he needs again. Just a Charles Leclerc special. Ooh, excuse me.
Predictions recap.
Yes. I think you did quite well.
I am a bit annoyed because I thought I did quite well, and then it turns out I've got the Mercedes drivers the wrong way around.
You did get the Mercedes drivers the wrong way around. What are the scores on the doors?
The scores on the doors, you're battering me 29-16.
Oh.
So I said Kimi Antonelli on pole.
0.
No points. Kimi Antonelli race win. That's 1 point. Max Verstappen second, so I'll take 2 points for that.
Yeah, well done.
And George Russell third. So I got the podium right, but in the wrong order, which gives me 4 points.
Yep.
So
it's not bad.
Not bad, but I'm looking at yours and I'm already annoyed.
Okay.
Because you said George Russell on pole.
2 points.
Which he shouldn't have had if the FIA could apply their rules properly.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, baby.
Lewis Hamilton winning the race.
Yeah, that was optimistic.
Get anywhere near.
No.
George Russell second, which gets you a point.
Yeah.
And Kimi Antonelli third, which gets you 2 points. So you've extended your lead despite me being an awful lot closer in reality.
Don't matter. Does not matter. You said you were an awful lot closer. I got the pole man right in 2. We both got 3 predictions-ish. I just happened to get 2 of them. What does that mean? So you're on 20 and I'm on 34?
34.
Oh, Jamie!
So
I need to go
a
back
good win.
through and have a look at what's like the overall scoreboard from Prix, because I think our
Well,
first year we
usually
did it
in the
differently.
end, whoever's in the lead starts throwing to make it close. So
Yeah, but it's
I
like you're
don't-
already throwing.
well, I'm actually not. I'm just predicting normal podiums. I'm just rubbish.
I'm predicting normal podiums.
Yeah, I know, but that's why you're doing well. I mean, at the end of the year, one year, I started predicting a Hogberg podium basically every week.
Yeah, and then you didn't predict it at Silverstone.
No, I didn't. A year
It's-
ago
it's-
well, not to the day, but
Yeah,
a year
I know.
ago at Silverstone.
Is Hulkenberg going
Unbelievable.
to get another podium this weekend?
No.
Okay.
I would
Still
take
yet
a
to
point.
score a point, isn't he?
I would take a point at this point, yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, moving though to Silverstone though, Jamie, this weekend, of course, home Grand Prix. Did you go last year here, or am I misremembering that?
No, I went in 21.
We
year.
went 3 years in a row between us, didn't we? But not last or the year before, I guess.
No, I've not been in quite a while. No.
No, neither have I. Maybe we should do a known wheel on tour. Like, I'm sure what's the Matty G and Tom podcast called?
Oh, I don't know what
remember.
it's called anymore.
I
P1?
refuse to learn.
Is it still
that.
called P1 podcast?
I think it might still be P1, especially after they tried to steal our name and then that channel died. I'm sure they've probably got their own grandstand now. I'm sure we could get our own grandstand as well if we wanted to. We actually
Possibly.
turned Silverstone down on that one.
We just took like two plastic chairs in one of the general admission zones and called
Yeah,
it our
two plastic
grandstand.
chairs on an umbrella in a car park near the track. The knowing wheels stand.
Exactly.
Incredible. But yeah, obviously returning though to Silverstone this weekend, we've got Formula Academy, Formula 3, Formula 2, and Formula 1. So you're going to get your money's worth. Obviously, it's a sprint weekend as well. I'm actually impressed how
it?
much they've been able to cram in. It is a sprint weekend as well.
Gosh, when's the sprint?
Silverstone?
That's today then, isn't it? Sprint quality. No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, it's Thursday, sir.
I've forgotten what the day is. Sorry, I've not been working.
There must be stuff going on constantly. I can't spell anymore. I'm getting too excited for lots of race cars. Is this the full schedule? Oh yeah, so here we go. So it kickstarts. I don't care about what's going on today. Oh, it's just showing today. What? I want tomorrow. Oh, there we go. So obviously, I mean, F1 Academy free practice starts at 7:45 tomorrow.
No, I can't imagine that's going to be very well attended.
I reckon it will be. And then
7:45?
They're literally
I'd be asleep.
qualifying 11 hours later. That's quite impressive, actually. So Formula
That is quite
Academy is
impressive.
first and last out. But then there's literally stuff going on until like 10:30 at night. Silverstone,
That
I
is
tell
pretty
you
cool.
what, I don't like to give Formula 1 too much credit nowadays, but it still feels like, despite the fact Silverstone is absurdly priced, it feels like they put on a good show each year, both on and off track.
They do, and it is. Obviously, we're British, so it probably makes us a bit biased. But
this is my point. I don't actively want to be biased towards Silverstone because the prices they charge are ludicrous.
yeah, but prices are only ludicrous if people don't pay them.
No,
And
prices are still
if
ludicrous.
if people are willing to pay them, then they can charge what they want, right? Like that's business.
We were talking about this off camera a couple of weeks
We
ago.
were a
weren't
long
we,
time ago.
about our political alignments, and we won't obviously get too political on the show. But Jamie is the most hilarious person in the world for wanting a system that, even by his own admission, wouldn't work.
But like, if people are going to pay the price and it's a good price, that's what I don't get.
get.
But if someone out there is willing
so
to pay it,
American.
I don't know. From a business point of view, it makes sense to charge what the market will bear, and that's what the market will bear. Clearly, if they're going to sell it out, which they will.
Sure. It's called price gouging, Jamie. Just so you know.
Maybe, but you know what?
Wait,
If
hang on
I
a minute.
was
Sorry, there's a
what?
The gates close for Silverstone at 11 p.m. and then apparently there's a rudimental gig DJ set at 11:50. Are they just not allowing anybody to go see Rudimental?
I guess if you're
15
already in,
minutes
you're already
after
in.
the track closes.
It's
How
probably
does that
so that
work?
it'll probably be last admission, won't it? So you can't go. They'll let all the marshals go
No,
home.
it says
through all the
last
gates.
entry is at 9:30.
Oh, no one can
So
see
they're
Rudimental.
literally
Never
kicking
mind.
everybody out, and then Rudimental can play.
Weird. Fair enough. There we go. But British Grand Prix this weekend. I think we're going to be straight back into the start of the season with battery-related chat all weekend, to
Yep.
be honest, because there are no braking zones at this track apart from Vale and the Loop, and that's probably
Yes.
and I guess the end of the Wellington Straight.
Well, I was
But-
reading some data yesterday. Apparently, between the exit of the loop and I'm pretty certain it was the braking zone through the end of like Maggots and Beckett's.
Where's the braking zone there?
Obviously, dead down a couple of gears, towards
Yeah.
the end of those S's. From those 2 points, is something ridiculous like in simulations, it's going to take 38 seconds, and you're meant to be full throttle for 90% of that time.
Yeah. I saw an interview with Max after Austria, and he said he's done Silverstone on the sim with the new battery modelling, and it's basically just flat out everywhere because you can just derate to the point where you're not braking for the exit of 13 and Chapel. Yeah, exactly. So Cops is obviously easy flat anyway in these cars.
Is it?
Turn 13
I don't think
and
it was
Chapel.
meant to be easy flat in these cars. I kept getting told by people it shouldn't be easy flat in these cars.
Maybe not, but it
Maybe
probably will
with
be because
derate, it will be.
They'll just derate down enough so they can take it flat like 130R.
Well, 130R's flat anyway.
Yeah, true. Stowe, I think they'll be barely braking because, especially in qualifying, they'll just derate down to it. Yeah, it's going to be a shame because it's going to be such a different track because they won't be on the limit of grip. They'll be on the limit of electrical power, which is not as fun.
Yeah, it's going to be... Silverstone has had such a good run of races in the last few years, and we don't want to be too pessimistic, but this could be the year Silverstone goes to die a little bit, isn't it? And it's thanks to the regs rather than the track still, because no track deserves to deliver so many great races if it isn't a great venue.
Exactly, and yeah, I think there'll be a lot of conversations about battery and regulations again, which we haven't really had since Japan back in March, wasn't it?
Well, we had obviously they made the tweaks and changes to it, hadn't it? But we did have a few good... we praised it in Monaco, didn't we? A little bit more. That goes to show that these cars still can be good to drive. But of course, it's going to be a hugely limiting factor here. Luckily, like we said, you've got F3, you've got F2, you've got Formula Academy that you can enjoy, because they'll probably be chaotic as always. We've got a few special liveries this weekend, Jamie, as well.
We have. The Williams, nothing's changed.
No, it's that meme of Pam from The Office going, Corpora wants you to find the difference between these two pictures. It's the same picture.
When I saw this article linked on Twitter, I saw the supposedly new livery, and I genuinely thought they put the wrong picture on.
Yeah, nobody could tell the difference.
I could not
it's
tell
incredible.
the difference.
Yeah. Cadillac have somehow gone even worse, though.
Well, they've made it fully American.
For the 4th of July.
Which is the 4th of July this weekend, but it's quite funny that realistically, I know they're an American-based team, but Graham Loden's in charge. They've got a lot of British engineers. They
got a Mexican and a Finnish driver as well.
Exactly.
Normally I want to back Cadillac, but considering they're trying to celebrate 250 years of independence and they've come back here, just like Austria, I want to see both those cars on fire on lap 2.
Wow, that'll teach them for getting their independence.
Exactly. And I'm not even a patriotic person most of the time, but still.
Most of the time. Shouldn't have thrown tea in the sea in Boston then, should you?
Well, I was there, was I?
You were there, yeah, back in the day. Yeah, I mean, the Austrian fires were quite amusing. And I swear Haas had that with Grosjean and Gutierrez back in the day, where I want to say Malaysia in 2016.
Possibly.
Both cars just retired within 5 laps because of brake issues.
Possibly. Well, Cadillac,
how hard can
it
be?
Basically since Monaco, hasn't it? That their cars just like to catch fire now, which is really not ideal. Easily, though, the best special livery, Jamie, at least announced so far. There's probably going to be one announced just after we end the show or something. But the McLaren does look sick.
It does, and it's just.
I'm sure
pure
V-Carb will
nostalgia
have
again.
special livery, surely.
V-Carb will, I'm sure. Yeah.
But
I think Aston Martin would have done
livery
if they weren't so dreadful. They might have put some effort into a special livery.
Yeah, they've got bigger fish to fry at the moment.
Exactly. I like the McLaren a lot. Obviously, throwback to the old Vodafone, but they can't call it Vodafone.
No, it's not a throwback to that. It's a throwback to the old M2B.
It's chrome though, isn't it?
Yeah, but look at the green on the front.
Oh yeah, I guess the green. Yeah.
That's not just British Racing Green for the sake of it. That is the old McLaren. I'm pretty certain it's the M2B. It might be the MB2. But either or, incredible car, incredible livery.
It does look lovely. Obviously, they won 2 last year as well.
Yes, yeah, of course, and obviously they were so happy to celebrate that podium with Hulkenberg, weren't they?
Oh, they loved it. Yeah. It is the M2B when they joined F1 in 1966. The same year that England won the World Cup, which we're going to do again. So.
Are we?
There we go.
Based on the way we played last night, I don't think we're going to win the World Cup. Well, unless Harry
Maybe
Kane
not.
just does everything himself.
Yeah, one-man team. Who needs the rest?
Well, that's what Portugal are trying to do, isn't it? Except for
well,
their one-man team isn't that great.
Their one man is 41, yeah. Yeah, the deliveries are good. There'll obviously be more as well. Yeah. It's going to be a good weekend. I'm excited. Silverstone's always a good event.
Yes.
And obviously 5.5 Brits on the grid, which makes a quarter of the grid is British.
It does.
The half being Alex Albon, of course. Yeah. I think it's going to... Is it looking dry, I wonder?
It's looking dry all weekend. I got that wrong a few weeks ago when they announced it was going to be a trackside pool. I said it was going to rain all weekend.
You did, actually, but on Sunday it's 27 degrees. So that might be a really nice time to get in the trackside pool if you're there.
Pool
and
weather.
You've paid £1,000.
Yeah. Only £1,000 for pool
probably
access.
more than
That'd
£1,000,
be way
actually.
more than that, sir. Pool access. Sorry, £1,000 you might just get a covered stand. Never mind pool access.
Is GA something like £200 these days at Silverstone?
No, more than that, surely.
Really?
Way
when I
more
went in
than that,
21,
I assume.
which I guess was like it was one of these trial events after COVID, so they weren't expecting to sell out, which I think they did anyway. I think I paid something like £300 for a grandstand, which was not that bad. It wasn't a covered grandstand, and we got absolutely cooked. But apart from that,
So just to give you an idea, general admission for Thursday only is £50, despite the
my
fact there is
word.
nothing going on.
that should be free. There's nothing happening.
There's now happening. General admission, so it's unavailable on Sunday. Saturday is £240.
Oh my word!
Yeah, Silverstone is
Wow.
absolutely.
Yeah, maybe I won't be going to Silverstone next year.
Wait, sorry, no, general admission on Thursday, sorry, that's £50 just to go in the evening. It's not even all day, it's £70 for the day. Should we go down this afternoon?
Wow.
Should we meet up?
To watch a safety car go around the track twice. Great.
Yeah, I reckon we could get you in. Oh yeah, so it's £50, but you can only go in after 6 p.m. That's hilarious.
That is
What
terrible.
on earth is that? £50 just to go into the circuit. Break in on Tuesday next week if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
do it.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can.
But you can go to the museum. That's
Hang on
basically
a minute.
general
No,
admission
let's
to
just circle back round to the fact 10 minutes ago you were talking about Silverstone should be trying to price gouge more.
No, I didn't say that.
You basically
I said
did.
I don't like price gauging, but it makes sense.
Shocking.
But because it's going to be sold out, it's going to be 500,000 people there. It's like fair play.
Yeah, they do make some money. What's it? Stuart Pringle, isn't it? His name.
Mr. Pringle.
Yeah, he is Mr. Pringle. He knows how to
Wow.
make some money. Does he? Jamie, I want to talk off track. I'm hyped. I'm excited. Not just for the British Grand Prix this weekend. I'm really hyped, and you know why. We already spoke
do
about
know
this
why.
pre-show. Esteban Ocon might be getting binned off, which for both of us, neither of us are a particularly big Ocon fan anyway. It's not going to happen, mid-season or anything like that, we don't think. Although Ocon has been binned off before the end of a season before.
One race before the end of the season.
One race for the end of the season, but still. He came in mid-season as well. It would only make sense for him, a bit like Daniel Ricciardo. Far more importantly than that, though, Haas, are looking to potentially replace him in the future. And who is leading the talks at the moment? Who apparently is the man in demand? JB183.
Well, it's Leo Fornaroli, which has
It's
kind of come out of
my boy.
nowhere. Yeah, because he won F2 in 24?
No, last.
I think.
No,
It wasn't
won
last year.
Why do I feel like I can't remember anything? Was it last? I thought it was last year. Was it not last year?
Maybe it was last year.
Must have
Oh,
been
it was
last
last
year.
year, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say. I'd be worried then. I felt like I'd completely forgotten
He
an
won
entire
F3
year of Formula 2. He won
He
F3
won
in
F3 in
24. He won F2 last year. Back-to-back F3, F2 champion. You don't do that very often unless you're the real deal. You especially don't do it if you don't win any races in F3. I've still, annoyingly, never seen Leo Forti win a race live. Because I think the
he's
2
only
or
won
3 races I missed last year at F2, he won.
He had such a weird F2 season. That's
Yeah.
actually crazy.
Yeah.
He won 3 sprints
Yep.
in a feature,
Yep.
and then got 4 other podiums
Yep.
in 28 rounds,
Yep.
and
Well,
won
that's
the
pretty good
championship.
in F2.
It is, but what's that? 8 podiums out of 28
Yep.
is not a lot.
But
I
how
think
many times did he
Solov
not score
and
points?
Kamara are both above that. There were 4 races that he didn't
There
score
you
points.
go.
So yeah, he was incredibly consistent, but just doesn't quite have that raw speed, because I think he got 3 pole positions.
Which even then
in that season as well.
Not bad going, I think.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, he's a good driver. He's a very good
Sunday
driver.
wheelman.
He's also... I think it makes a lot of sense for Haas because...
This is exactly what I said pre-show.
They want their own driver,
Yes.
to be honest, because obviously Behrman is not theirs as much as... Like, they'll keep Behrman for 27, but he will be a Ferrari driver before long. He might. I think they've paid Leclerc too much money for the lifelong
Ferrari,
contract.
though. That doesn't matter, does it?
So I think Behrman will stay until Hamilton retires, effectively, won't he? So yeah, they want their own driver in that second seat, and they don't want Esteban Ocon particularly clearly at this point. There's no point for me putting someone like Rafa Kamara in or Yuki Tsunoda because they'll remain with Ferrari and with Honda respectively. So if you want to get your own driver, you're looking at the likes of Liam Lawson, trying to poach one of the Williams drivers possibly, or getting a youth driver who you could get from a different team, like what Audi did with Bortoletto, where they took him from McLaren as well. So Fornaroli from McLaren would make a lot of sense. He'd be pretty cheap to get out of that system because Piastri and Norris are going nowhere. Like, I think it just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and far more importantly, Fornaroli's best talent is A, consistency, and B, not getting involved in accidents. It feels like Haas generally... I'm staggered they never picked up Pastor Maldonado, because it feels like they have a pretty good reputation of picking up drivers that like to have a crash or two here and there.
They just missed Maldonado's career, didn't they? But
yeah.
I'm sure he was in the picture at some points.
Probably. All that PDVSA money back in the day.
Oh.
Back in the day. I
Exactly.
want to see Fornaroli get that shot.
And he does deserve a go in F1 because you look at some of the other F2 drivers who've come in for at least a season or two or three. Like, Fornaroli literally won the F3 and F2 titles. And who else has done that? It's just Piastri, Russell,
Leclerc.
and then back in the day, Leclerc, Hulkenberg, and Hamilton and Rosberg,
Did Hulkenberg
right?
do it back to back?
I think he did. Or he maybe won Formula, whatever it was, something else.
Yeah,
like
I don't
the
think
ADAC.
Formula 3 was kind of the same thing. He won like ADAC BMW German F3 or something.
Yeah, but even so, recently, all of the caliber drivers who've done back-to-back F3, F2 have all gone on to be F1 mainstays. So he definitely deserves a shot.
And of course, he did do some testing with McLaren more recently. He ran FP1 at Barcelona and apparently did a very good job as well. So maybe Haas are kind of looking at
was
that.
asked, I think they said Fornaroli is going to do the mid-season test at Hungary
Yes.
after the Grand Prix weekend for Haas. So that's a good sign. And if he does well there, I think they might be getting the contract out, to be honest.
Well, the only other one that you haven't mentioned there, obviously, Kamara, obviously could be Behrman's replacement down the line. I can't see Tsunoda going there because obviously Haas now are backed so much by Toyota, and obviously Tsunoda is still a Honda driver at the end of the day. Talking to Toyota, though, could they still be looking to potentially invest more into Haas? Could it then be a Ryo Hirakawa? Because obviously he's a Toyota driver. He's in his mid-30s. It wouldn't be the greatest move in the world, in my opinion, because he's not Leo Fornaroli, first of all. But we do sometimes see this, especially from the Japanese teams, don't we? That they put in one of their own that maybe
Yuji Ide.
shouldn't be there, but yeah. Yuji Ide is an odd one. Because to his credit, he'd done really well in the Japanese Open Wheeler Junior Series. He just then sucked at Formula 1.
Yeah, he took out... He managed to somehow be even worse than Christian Albers, which says quite a lot. Yeah, I don't see Hirakawa. Have I said his name right?
Yeah.
That's good. I don't see him getting a full-time seat because he did practice actually in Austria, didn't he? And he was 1.4 seconds off of Ollie Behrman.
Yeah.
So,
but then again, they never give they don't try and put the junior drivers on the same program, do they? It's basically just about get as many laps as you can in the car and don't stack it.
Was it Alex Dunn who did McLaren?
Alex
Austria
Dunn did one
last
for
year?
Austria last year that was a full kind of you're running Oscar's car, you're doing Oscar's program, which
and he actually did really well.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see Alex Dunn get a shot in F1 eventually as well, but I don't think it's happening next year.
No, it is kind of wild, isn't it, still? It feels like we're due another kind of... I mean, we had one, I guess, at the start of last year, didn't we? A bit of a reshuffle. But it feels like we could be due another reshuffle of, like, 3 or 4 F2 drivers come through again.
Yeah, possibly. But one of them could be Leo Fornaroli, although he's not technically an F2 driver at the moment, is he? But, yeah.
I
Gabriele
so want to
Mini's
see
top
him.
of the championship at the moment. My guy for the... I think I tipped him.
Yep.
I'm going to say that I did.
I can't. Did we do predictions this year? I think we did.
I think we did. I think you said Dina Beganovic.
No, I said Herta, Dunn, and Stenshorn. You said Dunn, Kamara, and Mini.
So Dunn, Kamara, Mini currently 3 out of the top 4, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's an unbelievable shout.
Surely Herta and Stenshorn are in there.
Stenshorn's 7th.
Yep.
Herta is 15th.
Yeah, look at them go.
Yeah, there we go. But F2 will be fun again, I'm sure, this weekend. And Ocon might be off because, as we know, when you leave Haas, unless your name is Nico Hulkenberg,
Yep.
you don't have a career anymore.
Nope.
So,
Hulkenberg is the only driver still in F1 history to race for Haas, leave Haas, and actually race an F1 car again, which is quite impressive. Very, very impressive.
Very, very impressive.
Do you want your quiz, Jamie 183?
Yes,
You got a nice, simple one today.
Okay.
There are... Oh, I've accidentally scrolled and lost my answers. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 answers.
I feel like you could have counted them before the show.
I could have counted those before the show.
That was a good 5 seconds of content for everyone.
Thank you. I'm sure everybody liked that. 17 answers to your quiz today, Jamie.
Okay.
It's a fairly simple one of get one wrong and it's over.
Okay.
You have got to name me every driver at the British Grand Prix that has won the race more than once.
Okay. Lewis Hamilton.
Incorrect. 9
Wait, what?
wins, man. 9 wins. Could he win a 10th this year? No, I'm joking.
More than once. Okay, I was like, did I mishear the question?
You're absolutely fine.
Okay.
He's mad that you could win a 10th this year. I want to believe.
He could. He actually could. This actually is a little bit difficult.
It is a bit of a weird one.
70th anniversary count?
No. Not the British Grand Prix.
Okay. I know Max has won the British Grand Prix at least once, but I genuinely can't remember he's won it more than once. Because Lewis has won so many. You're going back quite far. Oh, this could be wrong. Michael Schumacher must have won it more than once.
Only won it 3 times, did Michael?
One of them was in the pit lane. I remember that. I'll say... Oh, he might not have won it.
It was actually quite
twice.
a good Rubens track for quite a few years.
I'm not saying Barrichello. You're not baiting me that easily. Oh, this is actually really difficult. Again, Alonso won here definitely once. I don't know about twice. Raikkonen won here once. Definitely didn't win twice. Rosberg won it once. I don't think he won it twice.
It is kind of mad how many drivers Lewis denied wins here. Just by winning it
Norris,
every year.
Norris won it once. I'm going to go way back. This might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure his massive chin is on the sign twice on the way in. So I'm going to say David Coulthard.
David Coulthard, Jamie, you got your bogey driver in there. Won it in 99 and 2000.
I'm just going to have to start throwing it back and get some winners from the past. Ayrton Senna.
Incorrect.
Surely. What? And he's your GOAT?
Yeah.
And he hasn't won Silverstone twice. What
Ayrton
a fraud.
Senna had a hilariously bad track record at Silverstone as well.
You can't have a bad track record if you're the GOAT.
You can.
So I was going to say Alain Prost next, obviously.
Alain Prost won it 5 times.
Brilliant. Niki Lauda.
Well, you're not getting points for any of these.
No, I know.
Niki Lauda won it 3 times.
Sterling Moss.
Sterling Moss won it twice.
Fangio.
Fangio didn't win it twice.
Ascari.
Ascari did win it twice.
Farina.
Farina didn't win it twice.
Wow, okay. Well, this is difficult. I was going to say Alonso. I know he won 2011. I couldn't remember if he won one of his championship years.
He won 06 as well.
He did. Yeah. I should have said Alonso.
There's quite a few here you should have got, Jamie. If we go down the list,
Okay.
obviously Hamilton 9 wins, utterly insane. Jim Clark won it 5 times, 4 of which in a row. Alain Prost also won it 5 times, as we mentioned. He denied Senna a couple of times. Another one that kept denying Senna, Nigel Mansell. It was basically just a stronghold between Mansell and Prost.
Mansell was always good here.
Yeah, Senna won it in 88, but then Prost and Mansell won it every other year Senna was alive.
That's mad. Mansell gave Senna a lift one year as well.
He did, after
So
winning it, I'm
that was
pretty
nice of
certain.
him.
Jack Brabham won it 3 times. Obviously, Lauda won it 3 times. Schumacher won it 3 times. Jose Froilan Gonzalez as well. He won it twice.
Really?
He's the most successful Argentinian here. Of course, the Argentinian that everybody forgets behind
I was
Fangio.
never going to say him.
No. Ascari, Moss, Jackie Stewart won it twice. Emerson Fittipaldi won it twice. Jacques Villeneuve won it twice in 96 and 97. DC, like you mentioned, Alonso, like we talked about. Couple more you should have got, Jamie. Sebastian Vettel. Of course, the one man to deny Hamilton in that run. And of
Wait,
course,
when did Vettel win? 09
and 2018.
and 20... Oh, yeah.
Of course. That
I was going to say,
win
he
there.
didn't win any of his dominant seasons. I think all went to someone else. Oh, Mark Webber won twice, didn't he?
Go on, say it properly.
Mark Webber.
Mark Webber did win it twice
Not
as
bad
well.
for a number 2 driver.
2010 and 20... I was same 2 years. He won the Monaco Grand Prix, I believe, didn't he? 2010 and 2012. So
Probably
there
his
you
strongest 2 years in F1.
go. Yeah. Shocking, though, Jamie. Shocking form by you. Very
I
disappointing.
should have said Mark Webber. That was poor.
Yeah, you should have got a lot more in there.
I
What
mean,
else
I
we
can
need?
blame Ayrton Senna for that, really. So
Well, you can try and blame Ayrton Senna for that, but what do we need? We need predictions for this weekend, Jamie. There's an
You
extra
do.
couple of points, but even if you've got everything bob-on, you're still going to be behind.
exactly. So in that case,
So we want
say
sprint winner, and then obviously our normal 4.
I'll say Kimi Antonelli is going to win the sprint.
Okay.
I'll say George Russell on pole. George Russell's going to win the race
Okay.
from Kimi Antonelli
Okay.
and Lewis Hamilton.
Okay. Okay. I don't mind that.
Hamilton's
I
a
don't
bit
mind.
of a silver stone specialist, to be fair.
He's such a silver. The idea that Hamilton could win a 10th British Grand Prix this weekend is beyond ludicrous. Like 10
Little
wins
bit.
at one venue is insanity. Can you just put your predictions in so I don't
Yes,
accidentally
I
say the
can.
same things? So I'm going to therefore say Russell to win the sprint.
Okay.
I'm going to say Antonelli on pole. I really want to say Lewis. I mean, I've got
Do it.
such an advantage. I could say Lewis.
Do
But
it.
I just can't see Ferrari
Leclerc
being
second.
that good here because it's going to be so much about battery management. I don't actually think this is going to be a great track for Ferrari.
It's not really a great track for anyone unless they're driving a Mercedes. I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah, exactly. That's my
So-
only thing. Yeah, and you've locked all those in. I'm going to say... The thing
Oscar
is, I
Piastri.
wanted to go Russell win. I feel like this is his year. We could get 3 different Brits winning this race 3 years in a row. Maybe I'll say Arvid Lindblad. No. I'm gonna say Antonelli win. I'm gonna say Hamilton P2 and Piastri 3rd.
Nice. There you go. You've kind of copied me a little bit. So
How do you mean I've
get
copied
10
you a little bit?
If I get 10 points, you're going to get like at least 3.
Wow! That'll be my
So
gap's
there we
only down
go.
to 7 overall. So I gotta.
There
I
we
gotta
go.
hope
Let
that
us
is
know
the
your
case.
predictions in the comments. Lewis Hamilton could win his 10th British Grand Prix.
Would love to see it. Would love to see it. Maybe I should have backed that all the way, but I didn't. But then again, I didn't in Barcelona, and he did win. So
Exactly.
maybe the only way Lewis can win is if I don't predict him to win.
I didn't
that's
back
what I'll be thinking of.
a Nico Hulkenberg podium, and he got one.
No,
So,
exactly. So you haven't backed a Hulkenberg podium since, but he hasn't had another.
No, it's true. But he could get points. I'll take some points this weekend.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Have we got anything else to add, Jamie? I think we've smashed through everything, haven't we?
I think we've done everything. Yeah, good job.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you as always so much for listening. If you have enjoyed, please make sure you leave a like, drop a follow, all that good stuff. Hopefully we're going to be back to normal service
Yeah.
next week, Jamie.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not going away anywhere.
No more hiking for a while.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So yeah, we'll be back hopefully next Monday, I guess then, to review Hamilton's record-extending 10th win of the British Grand Prix.